Monday answers. Match each measurement to its equivalent. 38 centimetres. Well, is that 3.8 metres or 0.38 metres? So let's have a think about this. 38 centimetres. And we're trying to get to metres. So, is centimetres the little one with the high voice or the big one with the low voice? Well, metres are bigger than centimetres, so metres is the big one with the low voice. Centimetres is the little one with the high voice. So we've got to get from high to low. How do we get from high to low? We divide. What are we dividing by? Well, there are 100 centimetres in a metre, so we divide by 100. So if I write my 38 down here, the decimal point was at the end, and we're going to move it 2 places to the left because we're going low. And to make something lower, left is lower. 1, 2, and there's my decimal point. 0.38 metres. So this one is the correct one. Let's look at the next one. 14 grams. And we're trying to get to kilograms. There are 1,000 grams in a kilogram. So, which one is the big one? Well, here's the low number, isn't it, out of these two? So this is the big one with the low voice and the low number. And this, there's 1,000 of these. This is the little one with the high voice and the high number. So again, we're trying to get from high to low, so we divide. What are we dividing by? 1,000. So we started off with 14. I'm going to write my 14 here, and I'm going to put some zeros in front just in case I need them. The decimal point started here. We're going lower. Left is lower. L for left, L for lower. And we're going lower 3 times. 1, 2, 3. 0.014. So this is the answer. Last one, I've got 0.43 kilometres. And I'm going to metres because both options are in metres. So 1,000 metres, remember kilo means 1,000, equals 1 kilometre. So high voice, high number, low voice, low number. We are starting with low voice, low number, and we want to go to high. To get from low to high, you multiply, and we're going to multiply by 1,000. So the digits I've got at the moment are 4 and 3. I'm going higher. High to the right, they both have I in the middle. Low to the left, L for low, L for left. High to the right, high, right. They've both got I in the middle. So we're going to the right, so I'm just going to put some zeros on just in case I need them. The decimal point started here, and we're going 3 to the right. 1, 2, 3. So the answer is 430 metres. Next question. Sean is walking to the shop, which is 1 kilometre away. He has already walked 0.142 kilometres. How much further does he need to walk? Well, the first thing I want to check is that both my measurements are the same. And I've got kilometres and kilometres. So they are. So all I have to do is take 0.142 away from 1. So 1, take away 0.142. Now the decimal point after 1 is there, isn't it? I'm going to add some zeros so both numbers are the same length so that I don't get stuck. Remember that decimal points go like shirt buttons in a line. So starting from this end, 0 take away 2 can't be done. Oh, naughty neighbour says 9. Naughty neighbour says 9. I can borrow 1 from him, so he ends up with none. And the one I've borrowed always goes in front. 10 take away 2 is 8. 9 take away 4 is 5. 9 take away 1 is 8. And then we've got a 0. 0.858 kilometres. And don't forget the kilometres. Underline the answer. Next question, write in the missing numbers. Now when we get a question like this, what we need to look for is what's the same and what's different. So I've got nothing in there, so here I've got 1708.3, 170.83, 17.083. Now what's the same in all of these is the digits. They're not changing, are they? 17083, 17083, 17083. What is changing is the decimal point. So when I'm looking for the pattern, I only need to think about the decimal point. The numbers will always stay the same. So if I look here, the decimal point is 1 from the end, 2 from the end, 3 from the end. So in here it must be 4 from the end. So it'll be 1, 7, 0, 8, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And in this one we want 1, 7, 0, 8, 3. And this one was 1 from the end, so this one, so it went 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So there should be no digits after the decimal point, so we can leave that as it is. Next page. A roll of sellotape is 50 metres long. On average, it takes 25 centimetres of sellotape to wrap a Christmas present. How many Christmas presents can be wrapped from the tape? So on average, it means that we're going to assume that each present will take 25 centimetres. So the first thing I need to do is check that they're both in the same units, and they're not. I've got metres and I've got centimetres. So I need to change either both into metres or both into centimetres, and I think it's going to be easier to change them both into centimetres. So with the metres, I'm at 50 metres and I want to go to centimetres. 100 centimetres equals 1 metre. High, that's a high number. Low. So where am I here? Metres, that was low. So I'm going from low to high. To get from low to high, you times. And we're going to times by 100. So my 50 metres becomes 50 hundred centimetres, or 5,000 centimetres. Then what we need to do is find out how many 25 centimetres are in 5,000 centimetres. So we're going to divide. Right, so how many 25s in 5? None. How many 25s in 50? 2. How many 25s in 0? How many 25s in 0? So the answer is 200. We can wrap 200 presents. Underline the answer. And remember, it's not centimetres, it's presents. So we don't have a centimetres on the end or anything like that. Last question. Calculate the volume of this shape. And remember, volume equals length times width, which if you remember is area, times height. So length times width times height. And fiddle around with the numbers to decide which are going to be easiest to do. Before I start, I'm going to estimate my answer. So to do that, I'm going to say 10 times 15 times 30. I've rounded all the numbers up a bit just to see what my estimate will be, and my estimate is 10 times 15 times 30. So 10 times 15 is 150 times 30, well 3 15s are 45, so it would be 45, so it would be 450, and there's an extra 0 on the 30. So it should be 4,500 centimetre cubed, somewhere in the region of that, if it's right. So let's do the actual numbers. So I'm going to start with 9.4 times 14. And then I'll times the answer by 28. Remember, when we're timesing a decimal number, we can take the decimal out and add it in at the end. So write it out without a decimal point. And this is long multiplication. And we're timesing first by 10. So 0 down, 1 times 4, 1 times 9. Now we can times by the units. 4 4s are 16. 4 9s are 36, add the 1, and then we add both answers together. 6, 11, 12, 13. Then we're going to times that by 28. Naught down, times in by 2. 2 6s are 12. 2 1s are 2, add the 1. 2 3s are 6. 2 1s are 2. Now we're timesing by 8. 8 6s are 48. 8 1s are 8, add 4 is 12. 8 3s are 24, add 1 is 25. 8 1s are 8, add 2 is 10. And just put line through these so we know we've used them. Then we're going to add them both together. 8 add nothing is 8. 2 add 2 is 4. 3 add 5 is 8. 6 add nothing is 6. 2 add 1 is 3. Now, we estimated that our answer would be 4,500. We used numbers quite a bit bigger than the ones we've got. So it was just a roundabout estimate. I've got 36,848. So that can't be right. What's gone wrong? Well, let's think. The decimal point here. We need to put it back in. One number behind the decimal point in the question, one number behind the decimal point in the answer. 4,500, 3,684. That sounds like it should be about right. So we can write our answer in here. 3,684.8, and don't forget the centimetre cubed. Underline the answer.